Hi, Jennifer Dent, Health and Success Coach here, and I wanted to talk to you today about one reason why you may not have been able to lose the weight. Now, I'm coming to you from a place of knowing because this has been my experience before I became a holistic health coach. One of the reasons, now listen, is this you? Because this was me. I would try a diet, buy a new diet book, buy a new program, buy a new workout DVD or whatever, and I would get all gung-ho and ready to dive right in and start this workout and do everything that they're telling me to do. I'd measure the food and plan out my workouts, put the calendar up, the 90-day calendar up on the wall, and never ever could seem to lose the weight. And one of the reasons why I know now that I couldn't lose the weight is because in the back of my mind, I was always thinking, this isn't going to work. Like, this is not going to work. I have tried program upon program, diet after diet, supplement after supplement, and nothing has worked. So I'm going to try a new one, but in the back of my mind, I was thinking, this is not going to work. Have you had that experience? Do you say the same thing to yourself subconsciously? Like you try, but in the back of your mind, are you thinking, this ain't gonna work. I don't even know why I'm trying it. But you continue to try something else. And then you're frustrated because the weight is still there. Well, let me share something with you that I have learned. You get what you expect. So if you're thinking in the back of your mind all the time, subconsciously you're thinking like, I'm going to do all this stuff, but I know it's not going to work. It's going to work for her. It's going to work for him. It's going to work for that person over there, but it's not going to work for me. Then in the back of your mind, your brain is telling your body, don't work. Don't allow this diet to work. And let me share an example with you, a little story, true story. So researchers at Baylor College of Medicine recently did a study on two groups of patients who were having knee surgery. So one group of patients who were having the knee surgery actually had a real knee surgery. Doctors went in, they did what they do. The surgeons, they cut their knee up and did all the stuff in there, cleaned it out, made it all better. Boom, they were done. The other group of patients thought they were having the knee surgery, but they actually were not. And what actually happened is that the doctors just went and made a little incision on the side of their knee and didn't actually insert anything into their knee. So they didn't actually have a surgery. They had a pretend surgery. So guess what happened? 2 months later, they compared the two groups. The people that had the pretend surgery actually were doing just as well as the people who had the real surgery. Now, what happened here? The group of people who had the pretend surgery had the expectation that this surgery was going to heal their knee and it was going to make them better. And because they believed that with everything they knew, they believed that this surgery is going to work. They had faith in their doctor. They had faith in the actual procedure. Their brain sent a signal to their knee that it is healed. And they are doing, no one has told them that they actually did not have the surgery. Amazing, right? This is what we call the placebo effect. Now, you've probably heard about the placebo effect with studies like this. It's very, very common. But here's the thing. We, as everyday women, we don't think about the placebo effect when it comes to our everyday life, right? We don't think about the placebo effect when it comes to weight loss. We were like, all right, give me this plan. I'm going to follow it and see what happens. We're not thinking that we should be programming our minds to actually inform ourselves and our body what they should be doing. So that is one reason why you may not be able to lose the weight. I know this for sure because it's happened to me for years. And it wasn't until I became a health and success coach that I learned in school that the brain is so powerful and we take it for granted and we don't maximize the way it should be. Maximize it the way it should be with our bodies. So one of the things that I like to tell my clients, and I do this all the time for myself, is especially when I'm working out, I'm always like, you should have an affirmation, you should have a mantra, you should have something that you're saying when you're working out, especially when it's getting really, really hard. Because for years, I would dread working out. The only reason why I worked out is one, because I was punishing myself for the food that I ate, and two, I was working out because I thought I had to burn off all the calories that I ate, and I hated every second of it. So when I was running, I would hate every step that I was running, every weight that I had to lift. I hated every rep. It was like torture. And I did this for years, a cycle for years and years and years. And I was like, all right, if I do it enough, maybe it'll actually start working. Nope. What changed is that my mindset changed while I'm working out. So I tell this to my clients. You need to have an affirmation. You need to have a mantra. You need to say something positive to yourself when you're doing an activity that you don't necessarily like. So for me, that was working out. And for an example, I always tell my clients what I say when I'm working out, and I do this even now, is that I am burning fat and building muscle. I am burning fat and building muscle. Excuse me. And sometimes it is, I am getting stronger and stronger with each step. I'm getting stronger and stronger with each step. I'm getting stronger and stronger with each step. So thinking about you, thinking about your life, thinking about all of those activities where you're hating, and in your brain you're like, I don't know why I'm doing this. I don't know why I'm here. I don't know why I'm talking to this person. You need to come up with something positive to negate all the negative that's going on in your brain. So as you go through your day, for the next 24 hours, just think about all of those things that you hate to do, or all those things that you just don't bring you joy. And instead of thinking about the negative thing, the negative feeling that you are feeling when you're doing this actual activity, flip the switch, right? Flip the switch and come up with something positive to say while you're doing that activity. So another example could be when you're at work and you're working on a project and you have to stay late and you're just like, I want to go home, I have to deal with my kids, I have stuff to do, I really don't want to be here at work. So instead of thinking about all the things that you could be doing when you're not at work, flip the switch and say, as I'm working on this project, I'm advancing my career. As I'm working on this project, I am learning more and more. And just get yourself out of that negative mind state. And so this definitely works with dieting. So thinking about your diet, thinking about the last diet you were on that didn't work for you, ask yourself, what were you thinking? What were you thinking the whole time you were on that diet? So I hope this has been helpful. I just wanted to tell you that I have one opening right now for coaching, for one-on-one coaching. I work with 5 clients at a time. I just had a fabulous client just finished up with me. I actually told her story in a previous video, so if you get a chance, go back and look at that. But if you're wanting to flip the switch, flip that negative mindset into a positive mindset and allow that to affect your body as well as your life, because I am a holistic health coach, which means I work with the whole body. Let's talk about it. Let's work on it. I can keep you accountable. I'll take you through the steps. I'll identify those areas where you just can't get over. And I tell you, the last diet that you were on before you started working with me will be the last diet that you ever have to take. Yes, that's what I do. That's what I work with my clients. So I have one spot open right now because I work with 5 clients at a time. If you are interested, send me a PM. I will send you a link to give me some more information and we will get this party started. So send me a private message through Facebook, or you can leave me a comment below. Tell me that you're interested in taking that one spot right now, and let's rock and roll. Let's flip the mindset. Okay? Have a wonderful day. Bye.